Welcome to the breathtaking tea fields of Japan, where our journey into the world of matcha begins. Matcha, the vibrant green powdered tea that has captured the hearts and taste buds of people around the globe, starts its life right here in these serene fields. But how does it transform from these simple leaves into the fine emerald powder we know and love? Today, we're going to take you on an incredible journey, following the path of matcha from these fields to your cup. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the fascinating world of matcha production. Chapter 1: Understanding Matcha. Before we dive into the production process, let's take a moment to understand what makes matcha so special. Unlike other teas where we steep the leaves and discard them, matcha is made by grinding the entire tea leaf into a fine powder. This means when you drink matcha, you're consuming the whole leaf and getting all of its nutrients and benefits. Matcha is unique because it's shade-grown for the last few weeks before harvest. This increases chlorophyll production, giving matcha its vibrant green color and boosting its amino acid content, particularly L-theanine. This amino acid is responsible for matcha's umami flavor and its ability to provide a calm, focused energy. Now that we understand what makes matcha special, let's follow its journey from these fields to the finished product. Chapter 2: Cultivation. The journey of matcha begins long before harvest. The tea plants used for matcha, typically of the Camellia sinensis variety, are carefully cultivated throughout the year. Skilled farmers meticulously care for these plants, ensuring they receive the right amount of sunlight, water, and nutrients. But the real magic happens in the weeks leading up to harvest. About 20 to 30 days before harvest, the tea plants destined to become matcha are covered with large shades. This process, known as oishita, reduces the amount of sunlight reaching the plants by up to 90%. Shading the plants is crucial for producing high-quality matcha. It forces the tea plants to produce more chlorophyll in an attempt to absorb more light. This not only intensifies the green color of the leaves, but also increases the production of amino acids, particularly L-theanine, which gives matcha its unique flavor and calming effects. The shading process also reduces the tannin content in the leaves, which helps to eliminate bitterness and create a smoother taste in the final product. Chapter 3: Harvesting. When the time is right, usually in early May for the first harvest of the year, the picking begins. This is a crucial step in matcha production, as only the youngest, most tender leaves are selected. Picking the top 3 leaves and the bud from each stem is important. These young leaves have the best flavor and the highest concentration of nutrients. It's delicate work, but it's essential for producing the highest quality matcha. The harvesting is typically done by hand to ensure only the best leaves are selected. However, some larger farms may use specialized machines for harvesting, carefully calibrated to pick only the youngest leaves. As the day progresses, you can see the baskets filling up with these precious leaves. But the journey is far from over. These leaves need to be processed quickly to preserve their freshness and quality. Chapter 4: Steaming. Once harvested, the leaves are quickly transported to the processing facility. Here, they undergo their first transformation, steaming. Steaming is a critical step in matcha production. We steam the leaves for about 30 to 45 seconds, depending on the specific variety and desired final product. This brief exposure to steam serves several important purposes. First, it halts the oxidation process in the leaves. This preserves their vibrant green color and prevents the development of the darker hues you might see in other teas like oolong or black tea. Second, steaming helps preserve the leaves' nutritional content, ensuring that the final matcha powder is packed with antioxidants and other beneficial compounds. Lastly, it softens the leaves, making them easier to process in the later stages of production. As you can see, the steam rises dramatically from these vats, the leaves go in a deep green, and when they emerge, they're an even brighter, more vivid shade of green. It's quite a transformation. Chapter 5. Cooling and drying. After steaming, the leaves need to be quickly cooled and dried to prevent any unwanted fermentation or bacterial growth. Using powerful fans to rapidly cool the leaves is important. Then, they're spread out evenly on these drying racks or conveyor belts. It's important to ensure even drying to maintain consistent quality. The drying process removes most of the moisture from the leaves, reducing their water content to just about 6%. This not only preserves the leaves, but also concentrates their flavor and nutrients. Leaves shrink slightly as they dry, and their color deepens a bit. But don't worry, they'll still produce that brilliant green powder we associate with matcha. Chapter 6. Sorting and grading. Once the leaves are dried, they enter the sorting and grading phase. This is where the quality of the matcha is determined. We look at various factors to grade the leaves. The color should be a vibrant green. We check for any discoloration or blemishes. The texture should be crisp but not brittle. And of course, we assess the aroma. High-quality leaves will have a fresh, slightly sweet scent. The leaves are sorted into different grades based on their quality. The highest grade leaves, typically from the first harvest of the year, will become ceremonial grade matcha. Lower grades might be used for culinary purposes or in food products. The grading system can vary, but generally, you'll see categories like ceremonial grade, the highest quality, used in traditional tea ceremonies and meant to be enjoyed pure. Premium grade, high-quality matcha suitable for daily drinking. Culinary grade, used for cooking, baking, and in matcha-flavored products. Chapter 7. Deveining and Destemming. The next step in the process is crucial for creating that smooth, fine powder we associate with high-quality matcha. The leaves need to be deveined and destemmed. This machine carefully removes the stems and veins from the leaves. We only want the soft, flavorful parts of the leaf for our matcha. By removing the fibrous veins and stems, we ensure that the final matcha powder will be smooth and easy to whisk. It also helps to refine the flavor, removing any potential bitterness that might come from these tougher parts of the leaf. What's left after this process is known as tencha. These processed tea leaves are now ready for the final and most iconic step in matcha production: grinding. Chapter 8. Grinding. We've now arrived at perhaps the most crucial step in matcha production: grinding the tencha into the fine powder we know as matcha. Traditionally, this was done using granite stone mills, and many high-end producers still use this method today. These stone mills are incredibly precise. They grind the leaves incredibly slowly. It can take up to an hour to grind just 30 grams of matcha. This slow process ensures that the leaves don't heat up during grinding, which could affect the flavor and aroma. The result of this painstaking process is an incredibly fine talc-like powder. Each particle is about 5 to 10 microns in size. That's smaller than a red blood cell. While stone grinding is still considered the gold standard, especially for high-grade matcha, many larger producers use modern grinding machines to meet the growing global demand for matcha. These machines are designed to mimic the gentle, cool grinding process of stone mills, but can produce larger quantities more quickly. Regardless of the method used, the end result is the same: a fine, vibrant green powder that's packed with flavor, aroma, and nutrients. This, ladies and gentlemen, is matcha in its purest form. Chapter 9. Quality Control. Before the matcha is packaged and sent out into the world, it undergoes rigorous quality control checks. We test each batch for several factors. By looking at the color, it should be a vibrant jade green. We check the fineness of the powder and its ability to stay suspended in water. We also conduct flavor profiles and check for any contaminants. These tests ensure that only the highest quality matcha makes it to consumers. It's a testament to the care and precision that goes into every step of the matcha production process. Chapter 10. Packaging. Once the matcha has passed all quality control checks, it's ready to be packaged. This step is crucial for preserving the freshness and quality of the matcha. We package the matcha in airtight containers, usually tins or resealable packets. It's important to protect the matcha from light, heat, and moisture, which can degrade its quality over time. Many high-end matcha producers will package their product in small quantities, often just 30 or 40 grams at a time. This is because matcha is best consumed fresh, ideally within a month or two of opening. As you can see, great care is taken to ensure each package is properly sealed. This not only preserves the matcha's freshness, but also protects it during shipping. Chapter 11. Storage and distribution. Even after packaging, the care for matcha doesn't stop. Proper storage is crucial for maintaining its quality until it reaches the consumer. We store the packaged matcha in a cool, dark environment. Temperature and humidity are carefully controlled to ensure the matcha stays fresh. When it's time for shipping, we use insulated packaging to protect the matcha from temperature fluctuations during transit. From here, the matcha will be distributed to tea shops, cafes, supermarkets, and directly to consumers around the world. But the journey of matcha isn't quite complete until it reaches its final destination, your cup. Chapter 12. Preparing and enjoying matcha. After its long journey from field to factory, matcha finally arrives at its ultimate destination, the tea bowl. Let's watch as a tea master prepares a perfect cup of matcha. First, we sift the matcha to ensure there are no clumps. Then, we add a small amount of hot water, not boiling, but around 80 degrees Celsius. Using a bamboo whisk, we vigorously whisk the matcha in a W motion until it's frothy and smooth. The whisking not only mixes the matcha thoroughly with the water, but also creates a layer of fine foam on top, which contributes to the smooth, creamy texture that high-quality matcha is known for. And there you have it, a perfect bowl of matcha. Notice the vibrant green color and the fine layer of foam on top. When you drink it, you should experience a balance of sweetness, umami, and a slight astringency with a lingering, pleasant aftertaste. Of course, this is just one way to enjoy matcha. Around the world, people are incorporating matcha into all sorts of drinks and foods, from lattes and smoothies to cakes and ice cream. Its versatility is part of what's made it so popular globally. And there you have it, the incredible journey of matcha from field to cup. It's a process that combines centuries-old traditions with modern technology, resulting in a product that's not just a drink, but a sensory experience. From the careful shading of the tea plants and the meticulous harvesting of the leaves, through the precise steaming and drying processes, to the painstaking grinding and rigorous quality control, every step is crucial in creating the vibrant green powder we know as matcha. The next time you enjoy a cup of matcha or a matcha-flavored treat, take a moment to appreciate the care, skill, and craftsmanship that goes into every serving. It's not just a beverage, it's a connection to centuries of tradition and a testament to the art of tea making. Whether you're a longtime matcha enthusiast or new to this green tea phenomenon, we hope this journey has given you a new appreciation for this remarkable product. So here's to matcha. May every sip bring you a moment of calm and a burst of vibrant flavor. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of how matcha is processed in factories. Until next time.